Hello everybody and welcome to the Lynn Life. My name is Jonathan and I'm a caregiver for my wife Lynn, who has a permanent brain injury. And this week has been quite a week with Lynn. She's alright, she's doing alright, but she's had some issues with sleeping. She's very anxious for whatever reason. We don't know why. But she's doing all right. She slept better last night, and she's doing a little better today. So hopefully she sleeps better tonight, and if she does, then maybe she'll be back to kind of like normal in the morning. But I almost wasn't going to do a video this week because I really couldn't in the midst of it. So I'm taking a little time sitting on the patio with my son Justin. And I wanted to talk to you about some other things that we were thinking of doing on this channel, and we are going to do, and that is Patreon. So let's get going. My name is Jonathan, and I'm a caregiver for my wife Lynn, who has a permanent brain injury. Things are different now, but we're doing the best that we can. Join us as we experience the Lynn life. For those that don't know what Patreon is, it's a crowdfunding tool, I guess you would say, call it. According to Wikipedia, Patreon is a membership platform that provides business tools for content creators to run a subscription service. It helps creators and artists earn a monthly income by providing rewards and perks to their subscribers. I've been thinking about doing it for quite a while, and wasn't sure how I would want to use it. It's like a monthly subscription, usually not much money at all. Most Patreons contribute anywhere from $3 to $20 a month. Our first tier is low. And I want to be able to offer you something for it. So at the first level, which is our only level right now, we're calling it the Lynn Lifer. So if you want to be a Lynn Lifer, join Patreon, our Lynn Life Patreon. And what you'll receive from it is additional posts that you wouldn't see on YouTube, pictures, other posts, see what's going on during the week when we aren't shooting, maybe some behind the scenes stuff when we are shooting, and maybe some video as well that's not on YouTube. And once that level gets high enough, then we could start doing some live streams on it as well that would only be available to our Patreons. And there is a link in our description, on the channel description, as well as on the description below on this particular video. There's a link, you can click on it. I'm showing you some images now, and it's very simple. Just click on it, subscribe, and it would go towards helping out the channel. How does it help us out? Well, one example is the lens that we're shooting through right now for the very first time. Is a brand new lens on my vlogging camera, the camera I use to do most of my vlogs, and it's not cheap, so it goes towards that and other things. Could be as simple as going through a drive-through after I bring Lynn to a doctor appointment and getting her some coffee or something to eat, something like that. It helps. Or while we're out shooting, say Justin or I are going on a shoot somewhere like we did for the Syracuse Nationals. There was admission costs and things like that, and food, stuff like that. So it helps to cover some of that. I don't expect it to be a whole lot of money, especially at where we're at right now. We are monetized right now. It'll be a while before I even see the first check, and it won't be much money. But but anything helps, because YouTube does cost money. It does cost money. So, and that isn't even taking into consideration the time I put into it every week. So, what got me really thinking about doing it this week is we recently got a contribution through PayPal, just an anonymous contribution from someone who was actually in Egypt, and it was just a $5 donation, and I used it when I went to her doctor appointment this week, and we each got a coffee. So it comes in handy, you know. We watch a lot of YouTubers that survive on Patreon, and have a lot of Patreon subscribers, and they have different levels. They may have as much as 3 different levels, and we may do that and offer a little bit more. There might be merchandise and things like that involved later on. But I think live streams would be a real fun thing to do. But I gotta have enough Patreons to do that, and to make, you know, just for it to make sense. I don't want to be talking to only one or two people. So if I can be talking to a group of people, you guys could be submitting questions, and we can kind of get a little bit of a little dialogue going on. Maybe exchange best practices if there's some caregivers out there that want to get involved in Patreon. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to give it a shot. And I could also give updates on Patreon of how Lynn is doing. What you see on our channels is just a glimpse. That's just a snapshot of Lynn. There's many levels of Lynn that if you really want to get to know her and what we go through, I will try to portray it in more detail on Patreon, so you can really see what our life is like, not just on a edited video once a week. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to give that a shot. Justin's been helping me a little bit on the links, and my tech support. Right, Justin? He's here. He's my cameraman right now. He's actually just looking at his phone. But I think he's tired. He was working up at the roof farm today. Working up there all day. So, what'd you say you were doing today? Cleaning the barn. Cleaning the barn. Did you clean Cruiser's stall? You didn't clean poor Cruiser, so he's still got a dirty stall? No?
Someone else.
Oh, someone else did that one. Which horse's stall did you clean?
Jasper.
Oh, the donkey. Did Jasper try to bite you? He tried to nibble me the last time I was up there, but I love Jasper. He's a character. So he wasn't in the stall. No, okay. But you cleaned it up. Did you clean out his poop?
Stuff is already cleaned.
Did you put down bedding? Things like that? Yeah, stuff like that. Okay. You know what Justin's favorite thing to do up there is weed whacking. That along with haying. He loves to work in the hay mound, don't you? That's not true. Not his favorite, but he does love working up to the roof farm, as Lynn loves going up to the roof farm. Lynn didn't go up this week because of her condition. Thursday was a day where the night before she didn't sleep a wink all night. We pulled an all-nighter with her, so it was a difficult night. But last night she did sleep. We're shooting this on Friday, by the way. So yesterday was a tough day. I had no sleep, and neither did she. She mellowed out towards the end, and eventually she did fall asleep. I woke up. I went to bed same time. I fell asleep. I woke up and she was snoring. I was like, oh, thank God. But I thought that would reset her for today, and it really hasn't. She's still very anxious for whatever reason, and I try to talk to her about it and see what's bothering her, and she can't really discuss it. You know, she'll say, nothing's bothering her, and she'll smile. You know, she's very pleasant. but she's just not quite herself, and it worries me when I see her that way. It bothers me. I want her back the way she usually is. So, hopefully, I've given you some new thoughts. Take a look at the Patreon page. There's a link. Click on it. Take a look. And if you do become a subscriber, thank you very much. And you'll immediately see a few posts that I did put up there already. I started with a few posts. And their pictures and with a little description of some things that happened just this week. So, and I'll continue that. I'll keep adding more and more and more, and maybe a little video, things like that, and just a whole nother platform. It's a whole nother platform, and hopefully it works out well. Hope it works. So, I think that's about it, and we'll see you next time on the Lynn Life.